Is today's bounce from the Euro USD the start of the next leg higher, or is this a bull trap? That's what we're talking about in today's video. I'll show you the key levels I'm watching and also where I think this market is headed here over the coming days and weeks. We'll also talk about the latest on the DXY. And if you guys do want my help with your trading, be sure to click on the link at the top of this video, and you will get 90% off lifetime access to our VIP group and also lifetime access to the course that I just launched. So the group is held in Discord, so it's all real time. You're going to get updates on forex, crypto, commodities, and stocks. And also you're going to see my trades in real time, as well as daily videos and exclusive setups. All right, so check out the link in the description of this video, or if you're on the website, click on that link that says join VIP. Okay, so looking at the Euro USD, we're obviously seeing the market bounce today from 1.073, technically 1.0725, which we'll talk about in a moment. But I wanted to start here with the weekly time frame because this kind of outlines what we've seen over the past couple of years. So you can see that very clearly the euro has been moving within this wedge pattern, and this is why we have seen the market get very sideways here over the past couple of years. Okay, so this really helps to explain what we've been seeing here. And if I drill into the daily time frame, all of these levels are the same ones that we've talked about over the past few weeks. And what you're going to notice here is that this level that I've had drawn on my chart off of several of these lows, this down here was a failed breakdown. We've got this here, we've got all of these highs. You can see where today bounced right from that level. Okay, so obviously support down here right around 1.0725. And then we've got this area up here around 1.08, which is currently serving as resistance. We also have this trend line off of these highs up here. Okay, so really, like I've said for the past week or two for the Euro USD, I really don't favor trading this market right now, just because I can't really buy the euro with it trading below 1.08 and also the DXY above 105, which we'll talk about in a moment. And at the same time, I can't short this market just because we do have a short-term uptrend and the market is coming off of that long-term trend line. So it's this predicament right now, at least for me, where I can't really trade this market just because what I'm seeing out there isn't favorable, both between the Euro USD and also the DXY. Now, if we were to see the Euro USD close above this area up here at 1.08, okay, if we were to see it, break up here, all right, close the day up here and the DXY get below 105, that's going to be key as well. Then we could see a move up here toward 1.0865. All right, so this pivot right up here, we've also got that long-term trend line that comes in just above that mark. Okay, so this right here would be the bullish scenario. Obviously, if the market gets rejected from here, this is going to be support with a sustained break below that, being bearish toward some of these lows, including that trend line just above 1.06. Okay, so for right now, it is unclear as to where the euro goes. But what I think is key here in terms of the Euro USD is really what's going on with the DXY. Okay, and before we talk about this, in fact, I want to look at the DXY, the Euro Index here, because this is a breakdown that we've talked about for quite some time, about a month, actually over a month. And you can see where we have this trend line up here off of the high from 2021. And this level held up throughout this period. We then have this trend line off of these recent lows down here, and this broke down through this area. You can see we have the break and retest right now. And if we drill into this chart, of course, this could be a fake out, right? This could be a failed breakdown from the EXY. And if you'll notice here, we do have several lows back here in this area on the weekly, to where if this week were to close above this area through here, okay? Now, keep in mind that there's still over 24 hours left in the week. So this could go either way. I mean, this could easily close back down here in this area, but this is weekly resistance. And so this is also what you have to be careful of. And it, goes hand in hand with the euro and 1.08, this trend line as well, to where if we were to see a rejection from here and the euro moved lower into the weekend, then the EXY would be staying below this resistance. Now, if it were to get above, then we are looking at the potential for this market moving higher over the coming week or two and retesting levels like this up here. Okay, so that of course could be short-term bullish for the euro. Just keep in mind though, like I said, this is a weekly chart and we do still have over 24 hours left in the week. So this is technically still weekly resistance. All right, now let's flip over here and take a look at the US dollar index, the DXY. And I really think that this chart is a lot cleaner than what we're seeing on the Euro USD, at least for me, because you can see here that we do have two very well-defined channels. Okay, so descending channel back here, we had the start of 2024. This is what I talked about through this area. You can see support back here. We got the deviation below, the reclaim up here. This became a fake out. And this is where I was getting bullish on the dollar at the start of 2024. And it's worked out well so far, right? Even though we are seeing a pullback here, over the past few weeks, and we have seen pullbacks along the way. Ultimately, in 2024, we have seen the dollar move higher, carving higher highs and higher lows. Now, if you watch recent videos, this is what we've talked about for the DXY. 105 is a critical level. Okay, so this is critical support down here. We can see this held as support back on Friday last week and again on Monday. So this area up here, 105.6, this is what I talked about in recent videos, including yesterday's. So if you watch that video, what I said there was that I would not trade this on a 4-hour break. And what I meant by that is this right here. Okay, so support back here and resistance. And what I said there is that I would not trade a 4-hour close above as a reclaim. So this I was not interested in, because what this is going to come down to is where the day closes, not just today, but over the coming days, because we would have to get a daily close back up here in this area to confirm that this level has flipped back to support and exposed levels like 106.5. Until that time, obviously today you can see that the market is getting rejected from there. So until that time, until we get this up here, then this is going to be resistance, and we have support down here at 105. So we just have a range-bound market following the breakdown that we've seen recently here for the DXY, and we can see that playing out in the EURUSD chart. Okay, so for the DXY, what this is going to come down to, obviously the bullish scenario for the DXY remains the same. We do need to see the market close a day, okay, at least one day, preferably two, up here back above 105.6 to expose higher levels. Now, if we get the market coming down here and closing below this area down here at 105, okay, so a daily close down here, that would be short-term bearish toward levels like 104.5 and the bottom of this channel closer to 104. All right, so even though we're seeing the market pull back today, you could make the case for either one of these over the coming days. It all just depends on what we get between these two key levels, which one of these breaks first. All right, but either way, just keep in mind though, even if we were to get the break below here, technically the market is still in an uptrend that we've seen here in 2024, because we could just be looking at a case where we get the break below 105, the move down here to retest this channel support, and then we get the move higher. All right, so once again, overall, over the past few months, we have seen higher highs and higher lows. So even though we are getting a pullback right now from the dollar, ultimately, since the start of this year, we have seen an uptrend. All right, so until this market breaks out, until the DXY breaks one of those two levels, then we are looking at the same for the EURUSD just being range bound. So again, I think what this is going to come down to, if you are bullish here on the euro coming off of that long-term trend line down here, then what you're looking for is the EURUSD reclaiming this level up here on the daily time frame to expose areas like 1.0865. However, you do have to pay attention to where the DXY is, because if you're long in the euro up here in this area and the DXY is testing 105, that is going to be a very risky long in the EURUSD, because this level is, as we've seen, going to be significant resistance for the dollar. Okay, so I can't justify long in the euro while the dollar is above 105 on a daily closing basis. Subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon for notifications. Don't forget to join us in VIP. Save 90% on lifetime access to both the course and the real-time community. See the link in the description of this video. If you're on the website, click on that link that says join VIP. This is a limited time offer, so act fast, trade well out there, and I will talk to you again tomorrow.